I have cut Sony slack in the past regarding The Amazing Spider-Man 2 because despite the interference with the project, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 still turned out pretty decent, at worst. It's a film that I can think about and still have no real animosity towards. In fact, truth be told, it's actually an incarnation of Spider-Man that I wanted to see continue. An amazing coverage group by the name of Midnight's Edge have done a series which is soon to be finished on the cinematic history of Spider-Man. They have also reported on the Ghostbusters reboot that's soon to be coming into our cinemas. And I just got done watching a video of theirs that they have recently done. And after watching the video, Sony, the cast, and the director really anger me at this point. If you have not seen the video done by Midnight's Edge, I suggest checking it out before continuing with this video. I'll post a link in the description below. Those who've been following the Ghostbusters longer than I have with respect to this issue, you are probably going to get the gist of where I'm going with this. Now, let's clear this up. Are there misogynistic and hateful comments out there towards the cast members? Yes. But as Midnight's Edge and others have pointed out, no one who has logical criticisms is hating on the Ghostbusters reboot for misogynistic reasons. There are men and women alike who have more or less pointed out that the comedy in the trailers are terrible, and not because of the women. Men and women being in this reboot would not change the fact that the comedy comes across as bad in the trailers. What really angers me is a number of things. The blatant slander and libel that has been thrown at James Rolfe, who gave his reasons for not seeing the Ghostbusters reboot. Sony censoring comments that had legitimate criticisms against the movie, but leaving the actual misogynistic comments intact. Cheap potshots at Rolfe and others for being against the reboot from media outlets and the cast. Yes, even the cast. To be perfectly honest, I felt sorry for the main four that were in the Ghostbusters reboot. I felt sorry for them because they were potentially being involved in something that would damage their careers. But to be perfectly honest, now I don't feel sorry for them. I have no animosity toward them. I don't want their careers to be killed off. But they do not have my sympathy. At least the ones who have made the comments. What really angers me is that the fact that the media outlets and others lied about James Rolfe and what he was saying about the movie. I knew that James Rolfe was attacked, but I didn't pay attention to it. But the Midnight's Edge report showed me that James Rolfe actually ended up being on the news and was attacked by media outlets. That is disgraceful. Those who have followed me on the Answering Judaism page know of the lies and misrepresentation that have been spread about me, be it on Pal Talk and other places. And in this regard, I can understand how James Rolfe probably is feeling right now. He doesn't deserve this, and it's not healthy for his family. By the way, Midnight's Edge records some personal comments made about Rolfe's wife. And also on the side note that was not mentioned in the Midnight's Edge video, I am disgusted by the fact that Bill Murray was threatened with legal action if he didn't partake of the reboot. And I can only assume that some of the other original cast members may have been threatened by legal action. I'm not sure, but I know that Bill Murray himself has been threatened with legal action if he did not participate in the reboot. Correct me on this if I'm wrong. I was willing to see this reboot and give it a chance, and maybe perhaps appreciate it, but thanks to this pathetic behaviour from Sony, media outlets, the director, and the main four cast members, I am not going to see this film in the cinema at all. I don't want an invitation to see it either. I am not even going to give Sony my money for this film. Ghostbusters 2016 can bomb for all I care. I'll say this for Paramount and for Terminator Genisys. At least that film tried to be a resurrection of the franchise. It just didn't click, and it had a poor script, though it had good intentions. And yes, while it may be considered a cash grab, and also an attempt to set up a cinematic universe franchise, it still had some honest intentions from the filmmakers who did have some love of the Terminator source material, even if it was somewhat misguided. So, my congratulations to Sony for ruining Ghostbusters and screwing over Ivan Reitman. I'll stick with the original Ghostbusters, thank you very much.